Lefty, that should be an easy story to follow. Tell me your life story.
Sorry, Lefty. I want to hear your story too, though, man. I've heard you're actually wicked awesome.
From who?
Wings, man. Wings loves you. I don't know, man.
This is off to a brilliant start. Go ahead.
Well, I think I have an idea in mind of the story that Wings wants me to tell. And for a while, indeed this entire show, I've been thinking about whether I actually want to say it, because it actually is something that's very personal to me. And you know what? My thought on it is the sun. Wings and I talked about this last night. Actually, the sun's going to nova. Nobody's going to give a crap. So here we go. When I was 19 years old, in the lead up to the beginning of my sophomore year in college, I went down to my fraternity house about 2 weeks before school started, to move in, and moving stuff in. And it's like 2 weeks long. You know, you move in, you clean the house a little bit, and you party for a week and a half before school starts. And my girlfriend at the time was with me, and we were partying at the house one night, and we decided to go to bed. It was late / early in the morning. Went to bed, and apparently, so I'm told, after about 45 minutes after I fell asleep, I got up and went to the window in my room and moved the 32-inch flat screen TV I had. And this is the old school flat screens, the one that are 150, 160 pounds. Picked that up and jumped out of the third story window.
So let me recap this a little bit. You're headed back to school, and before classes start, you kind of clean up the house and move into a frat house. This is at a college. And there's a TV that's maybe blocking the window, but in this kind of sleepwalk, drunk state, you move the TV and jump out the window?
Yep. I pick up the TV, move it, and climb out the window and try to jump out. Because my girlfriend at the time had woken up and tried to stop me and all that stuff. And to clear it up, I was sleepwalking at the time.
Do you recall what was going through your mind? Like the dream that was playing out? Like what was going on?
No. The only thing I can think of is because everybody, the doctors were asking me this a lot, and they were like, what were you, do you remember your dream? And I said, no, the only thing I can think of is, I was playing Dead Rising a lot at the time. The original one. And if anybody remembers, when you start out from Dead Rising in the mall, you go out, the main, the main route out into the mall, and there's a little path you can take up the left side of the main concourse to get to the outside where you fight the first boss, the convicts. And there's a little store that you can cut through to get past a huge chunk of zombies. And to do that, you have to jump through 2 plate glass windows. And so my idea is that in my dream, I was fighting zombies or running from zombies, and I had to get out the window.
Wow.
I think. I have no idea. I woke up 3 days later in the hospital.
3 days later? Wait. I thought you didn't jump through the window.
Well, my girlfriend at the time, like I said, she was wrestling with me to stop, and I pushed her away. Apparently, again, I don't remember any of this. This is
no, you gotta put them in their place.
There's that right hand we're talking about.
And so I started to jump out the window, and then I fell, and for some reason I grabbed the ledge of the window as I was dangling off, and she went and she grabbed my wrists, and of course, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5". I was like 230 pounds at the time, and she was, I think she was like 5'9", and like a $120, $130. So the physics of it wasn't going to work. And I let go. So she had to either let me go or go with me. And she had to let me go and watch me fall.
Wow. Are you still with her?
No, we broke up.
Was it related to this, or you broke up sometime later?
In a way, and this is what Wings and I were talking about yesterday. In the aftermath of that, in my recovery, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and that was causing severe depression. And I became rage-filled and paranoid, and she just couldn't handle it. But, I mean, not like she should have, not like I look back, I was like, how can you not handle that? But that was.
Wow.
Can I ask you how long ago this was?
2006. In the summer of 2006.
Right?
So, have you had any other episodes like this where you walk in your sleep or do crazy things?
I've slept walk since I was a little kid. From time to time, it's it's not like, oh, he's doing it again. It comes and goes. It's I never knew when it was going to happen. I have no recollection of it. The only reason I knew about it was because my parents knew. They were like, oh, well, you were sleepwalking last night, and usually it was just me trying to find the bathroom. But this time, apparently, Dead Rising got to me.
Growing
I
up,
have to say that the best story of a sleepwalk I've ever heard is actually an ex-girlfriend of mine. Her little sister would sleepwalk to the laundry room to pee in the washing machine every night. Just to make this a little bit lighter, because I can see the stream kind of going, oh my gosh, this is so sad. Yeah, so just next time pee in the washing machine, your life will be better. Promise, I promise.
it'd be better than jumping out a window, I guess.
Sure.
Growing up, I had, as far as I know, there were 3 like major sleep disorders. There's walking in your sleep, talking in your sleep, and then night terrors. And I had them all. And I remember talking in my sleep was a fairly like common thing. My mother tells one story where I was sleeping on my couch, and she wanted me to go upstairs and go to my bed. And I was like, Matt, go to bed. And I'm like, no. And she's like, look, it's past your bedtime. It's time to go. And I look at her and I'm like, no, I can't. And she's like, why can't you go to bed? Explain this. And I'm like, I just can't do it. With this like motion that says, can't you see? And she's like, just go to bed. And enough of this. And to hear her tell the story, I gave her this look that said, you dumb bitch. And I said, Mom, the chains. Can't you see the chains? And she says, no, I don't see any chains. And then I look down and don't see any chains either and go to bed. That's one of my sleep talking.